Hello, my name is Daniel Holmes, and I'm an elementary teacher, seventh grade science and social studies for Amberlea Elementary School. I'm here today to discuss a website that I created for my Capstone program in Grand Canyon University, Educational Technology. The goal of this program and this website is to create a tool that other teachers could use to navigate the new digital landscape that our schools are under. With one-to-one technology, it is essential that we know how to use technology in the classroom and have tools to do this. The purpose of this website will be to provide these tools and give some guidance to teachers who are struggling with implementing technology in their classrooms. The title of my website is DH Tech for Daniel Holmes, but I also worked at Desert Horizon Elementary for a few years, so it kind of has a joint meaning. Both the schools I've worked for are part of the Pendergast School District. It's outlined for all of the ISTE standards in technology: change, connected learner, collaborator, learning designer, professional learning facilitator, data-driven decision maker, digital citizen advocate. Each of these have their own pages to help teachers navigate the digital landscape. In addition, each one has the ISTE standard explanation. For instance, the first one, change agent. That would be ISTE standard 4.1. Coaches inspire educators and leaders to use technology to create equitable and ongoing access to high quality learning. In addition to an explanation and some advice, like my philosophy here and some other things, it also has some tabs to take you to some external resources to help. The first tab is probably the most important tab because it gives our standards and rationale. This tab's important because it gives you kind of a table of contents. If you scroll through it, you'll see, be able to easily navigate where each resource can be found on the website, but you could also just go through each of the resources one by one and have them all in one place if you didn't want to navigate the whole website. I think by putting this here, it allows teachers to use it as that table of contents, but it also makes sense that it would go there because I myself had to go through this program and develop these resources and change how I think in order to help others change. And that's the idea of the website, is to help others change their point of views and their mindsets, that growth mindset. Okay, going into some of the other tabs, each one of these kind of help you together. So let's take a look at Connected Learner. Our Connected Learner tab has a couple of resources within it. A little loading screen. For instance, gamification. There's a Kahoot that was included to help teachers understand how to connect. See if it'll load up for me. So just kind of a review of social networking and gamification for teachers. So if we want to connect with our students, we've got to understand how social media can be influenced in the classroom, and also how we can use gamification in the classroom to help engage them. So we want to use these different tools to teach teachers how to integrate these and infuse these strategies into their classrooms. Okay. Now, the collaborator one. Professional learning and collaboration is very important for teachers. To get started, we first need to get together with our team and have PDs. When we do PDs, we don't do it in a bubble, we do it together. But a lot of times we're not really certain what our path is. So some of our collaboration tools for distance learning, are lined up. We've got to be able to collaborate or allow the students to collaborate as well. Some management tools, Google Meets, Google Classroom, that helps us collaborate together. You can use all of the Google Classroom suite, even in your PDs. You can do Google Meets to help get together and discuss things. Once again, Amberlea is a Google school, so a lot of the tools I use in this are Google oriented, but Apple and Zoom and some of the other things are just as good. And some more of the tabs. Digital Citizen Advocate. This one's really important because not all students know how to be a good digital citizen. And and a lot of teachers didn't grow up doing that. So I have a slideshow here to kind of give a breakdown to help teachers navigate how to teach digital citizenship in their classroom and be safe. In order to implement these tools, that might be the most essential piece, is making sure the kids are safe and understand what being safe is inside and outside of the classroom and computers. And some of the trainings you'll see if you click on them, a lot of times the documents are kind of pencils, and the other resources like videos and games are that little star, but it's not loading up here for me at the moment, but there's a video version as well. So part of the digital citizenship is we've got to be able to use things like classroom management for our kids on the computers. So we're using ClassWise as a pilot program right now at Amberlea. I believe I'm the only one using that. The rest are using GoGuardian. So I kind of had it include an introduction video to how to use ClassWise to help teachers start to manage the technology in the classroom and make sure that students are making good choices. And as they're able to make better choices, you can kind of pull back those reins on those pieces of technology that restrict them. You can kind of give them more and more freedom, but still under the safe environment where you can see everything they're doing to make sure that they're safe. And the goal, like I said, is for this website to support collaboration with teachers. There's a lot of tools in there to support administrators in finding the right tools. And let's see, I guess this last tab here I'm going to show you is the professional learning designer, because this one's going to help administrators. The reason I think this will help administrators is because here I kind of have some professional plans going. For instance, let's see what tab I opened up here. The multimedia unit planning template. Okay. We can go ahead and start implementing planning for the long term and help teachers and the admin see what kind of resources and planning we need to do for future events and training, because we need to train all the teachers to make sure that the students have their most effective technology use. Also included in here is some more resources to help teachers out, comparing pediology for learning. These are some great resources for coaches or the admin to kind of show the teachers to help them understand. These tools in this section aren't exactly for the students. These are mostly for the teachers and the admin. So like some videos on YouTube, some graphic organizers to break things down. And of course, a professional development plan. So each year, this one will have to be revised. But we're going to need professional development for our students on a regular basis, or for our teachers to help their students. Where did professional development go? Professional development. And as you can see, there's a link to some videos I did as well in some of these. Anyway, that concludes this video. I know there's a lot to sort through, and I appreciate you taking your time to go through it with me. I think this tool will be a great tool for all of you to use, and I wish you all luck in your teaching and coaching careers.